What's up, everybody? Back here with Beatrice the Miata. This episode, we're working on the trailer some more, which is the only project that I really have to be focused on at the moment. Don't have the shock mounts welded on. In this episode, that's what we'll be talking about. Alright guys, we're back here. So, for those of you who haven't seen the other episodes of this yet, this is the trailer that I'm working on. Just a custom built trailer from like the early 80s, which I know that's probably not a good thing to do, being that I have new metal mixed with old, but we'll figure that out after the end. I probably should have actually like built this trailer from complete scratch, but it's whatever. Anyway, so I got this tilt trailer here for 150 bucks. It was a whole bunch of bullshit on it. They used it as a boat trailer, John boat trailer or whatever. So what I did was, it was a full boxed frame, or fully square frame, I guess you could say. I went in and added these two beams, cut out the other two factory pieces, or original side pieces here from the edges, bolted in a Miata rear subframe. Got it kind of just held in place with a couple bolts to keep it square, and that way I can, you know, do all my measuring and all that stuff for the coilover mounts. Yes, I did buy the max peating rods, coilovers. They were sub $200 for the full kit. I have the two front ones up there that I will more than likely try to get rid of to someone. As you can see, I have these pieces here. You know, if you know anything about cars, this part here goes on top. You know, you kind of see the, yeah. Anyway, so I have these pieces lined up, tack welded together. So what we'll do is, I don't have a stand for the camera here, but it just kind of sucks. So I have it all tacked together, or just not all, but some of it tacked together. Just a couple tacks on each one. I got a little too close to the end on that side, but it's whatever. I mean, I got it pretty damn close. So I'm using the Eastwood MiG 135, which probably isn't the best welder for 3/16, but I did weld that 1/4 inch rectangle tubing to this, and I think I got pretty good penetration, because you can kind of see how it burnt the paint on the backside just where I had welded. I am ICAR certified in welding. ICAR is for collision repair, so I know just a little bit about welding. I'm not boasting or anything, but just enough to kind of get me by with whatever stupid projects I have going on. The trailer is mostly going to be used for that thing. I will tote this whole setup on the back of the Miata. These are 16-inch Mini Cooper wheels. I wanted to keep 16-inch so that way, if you know, if I hit a pothole with the Miata, I can just borrow one of these wheels, and until I can find a new replacement. They are older wheels, and they are actually kind of hard to find and very expensive, which kind of sucks. So with that being said, I'm gonna pause this for a minute, get the trailer set back up nice and straight and level, which I have a bubble level here in the center of the trailer. Make sure it's nice and level. So we'll get back with you. Okay, so here it is on the trailer. As you can see, the bubble level is 99% level, which that's kind of what you want. So there's no gap, or not much of a gap between everything. Coilover holes were cut just a little off center. As you can tell, it doesn't sit straight. This side sits nice and straight as well. There's no giant gaps or anything, so I think we'll roll with that. We'll throw this square piece onto the back here real quick, and we'll see how it lines up with that. And if it lines up pretty decent, we'll go ahead and tack weld it onto this piece as well. We'll bolt the coilover on so that way it kind of holds it flat, and then I'll go through and weld all this together. So, and we'll run the holes, run the plates right on the edge of the holes here for the bolt, so that way I can get a socket in there to access it and hold it while we tighten it up from the bottom. I did run the bolts down through there. Not really quite the way I wanted to do it, having to drill, decent sized holes in there. But the trailer is, or the trailer, the axle here is mostly straight, based off of this piece from here to here and from the front to back. It is kind of sitting about 55%, and the center line of the axle is about 55%, which most trailers you want it, and from what I've read, you want it at 60%, 60 to 65% of the center line being back. You want 65% of deck here. But since it's going to be a short trailer, it is obviously alignment adjustable. Yeah, it's whatever. So I'm gonna get the other side all lined up, other pieces for that piece there, for the other side, and tack it together, make sure it fits pretty decent, put that coilover in, and I'll probably call it a day. I'll come back later and finish it up with all the welding. So, oh, and I do have a really cool surprise. So this building that we're in is not going to be ours anymore. So we're possibly moving again. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be a couple, 3 months before we get around to that. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you later. Okay, thanks, bye.